Introduction. The Mazd-e-Azni Zartushtri then is the revealed religion. Our revered holy Pagambar Sahib Asho Zarathustra communed with Ahura Mazda and revealed to us, his followers, the immutable spiritual laws that are necessary to fulfill the divine aim of attaining Frashagard, immortal existence. These specific prescriptive laws based on divine revelation are distinguishing indicators on the path of Shah. It may be said that the spiritual edifice of the Mazd-e-Azni Zartushti religion is based on 7 cardinal pillars. These 7 pillars are Mancharavani, Kriyakam, Dalkama, Nashini, Sudreh Kusti, Bunak Pashvani, preservation of the sacred fire, and obeying the laws of Ashoy. Of these 7 pillars, the book deals with the fundamental pillar of Sudreh Kusti. There is an inseparable bond between Shahrazad and Sudreh Kusti. Shahrazad is the revealer of Ahura Mazda's teachings. It was Shahrazad who brought the divine edict from Ahura Mazda to King Jamshed to wear the sacred vestment Sudreh Kusti, in order to progress on the path of a Shah, so that the divine event of Frashagard is fulfilled. While reciting the Nirang of Sirash Yast, we declare, Hame Iranian O Poriao Dakisham Gehan Daman Vedanane Tajiane Baste Kustian Zaratushtian. Translation: All Irani Zartushtis, as descendants of the Peshtad kings who established the good religion in this bountiful world, staunchly adhere to wearing the Sudreh Kusti. King Jamshed, or Yim, as he is called in the Avesta, was the progenitor of the Peshtad dynasty. Pesh, or Porio, means first or primeval, and Dad, or Dakishan, means law. Jamshed was the first mortal to obey the command of Ahura Mazda through Yasrashazad to wear Sudreh Kusti in order to ward off negative influences caused by the interaction of corporeal existence with spiritual reality. From time immemorial, succeeding generations of Mazd-e-Azni Zarathushtis have retained the divine commandment of wearing Sudreh Kusti throughout life after the mandatory ritual of Nameh is performed. 13 centuries ago, our ancestors sealed their fate in blood, and some left their beloved motherland in Iran to safeguard the Zarathustra religion and religious identity as Bashte Kushtian. Patiab Kushti is the fundamental ritual without which no further prayer can be offered and no ritual performed. The scriptures prove that for those who are the followers of Mazd-e-Azni Zarathustra religion, the ritual of Nameh and wearing Sudreh Kusti throughout life are mandatory. While the Parsis in India, due to religious freedom, zealously continued wearing Sudreh Kusti, some Zartushtris in Iran, due to their identification with the religion and the corresponding threat to their lives, began wearing these only within the sanctity of the fire temple. When one generation discards ritual and tradition, the succeeding generations do not implement these, as they are either deemed unnecessary or forgotten from memory. Today, Sudreh Kusti are regarded by some as something which may be put on and off at will as a matter of choice. The concept of wearing Sudreh Kusti is not an issue of option or preference. It is mandated and therefore required of all Mazd-e-Azni Zartushtis to wear these throughout life. Zartushtis believe in the maintaining of purity of thought. Without the agency of Sudreh Kusti, must know that Dadistan Edenik, SPE Volume 18, pages 125, specifies that Sudreh Kusti are required to be worn for the sake of the confinement of sins from purity of thought, and of the constant reminder for one's own mind or menu, is inevitably bound by the 2 opposing mentalities called Shmenta menu and Angra manu. It is essential that we keep constant vigil over our thoughts by aligning them in conformity with Shmenta menu or righteousness. To this end, we are cautioned. He is unwise that has not worn it, referring to Sudreh Kusti, Ibid, page 129. It is abundantly clear that wearing Sudreh Kusti is not a matter of choice. It is essentially obligatory to wear Sudreh Kusti after Nameh is performed. The scriptures further reveal. It is incumbent on all those of the good religion, women and men, everyone who attains to 15 years, to wear the sacred girdle thread. O Creator, and Wam is the manifestation of secretly progressing destruction that is, and Wam is its progress. O Armaz spoke thus, and him who does not wear a sacred shirt and thread girdle, and his law also is this, that it is not necessary to wear them, and that the law of no belting is so grievous that, when the law shall be accepted, it is observed that destruction is strengthened. As to him who, as the worshipper of the sacred beings, wears upon the body that spiritual, customary, and doctrinal indication of the sacred beings with a wisdom which is truly religion, his steadfastness and religious service of the sacred being are audibly spoken thereby. From the above, it is noted that the Central Kusti are mandatory for Zarathushtis. Once the ritual of the Najot is performed, they are a sign of servitude to her Mazda and his spiritual beings. It is maintained by the learned Iranian Dastar Manush-Yasher in the Pahlavi text of Dadistan-e-Danik, 9th century AC. But without these sacred vestures, Zarathustra becomes a victim of spiritual destruction. Spiritual destruction means separation from Ahura Mazda and his divine host. Zarathustra is hindered from attaining the best existence without the sanctifying protection of Sudreh Kusti.